bags where horror lies.
How's it going, everybody? JP here, and welcome to Body Bags week number 2. This is Friday the 13th, and happy Friday the 13th to everybody. I hope everybody decides to watch some Friday the 13th films. I know I do. Every Friday the 13th, no matter how many there are a year, I still at least pop in one or two of the Friday the 13th films. The film that I'm going to be reviewing today is, of course, Friday the 13th. It almost felt like a sin not to review a Friday the 13th film on Friday the 13th, considering I get the Lucky Friday spot, and we have a Friday the 13th this month. We also have one in December. And I could have really reviewed any one in the series, but I decided to go with the original, mainly just because I don't like to review things out of order. If I would have reviewed part 4 or something, I would have felt weird because I never reviewed 1, 2, or 3 anywhere. So going with the classic. Friday the 13th from the year 1980 with the tagline of a 24-hour nightmare of terror. And there actually is a lot of taglines for this one, but that's the only one, that was the shortest one, so I decided to go with that. So yeah, Friday the 13th, of course, I got the deluxe edition here, uncut. I believe there's not too much extra footage, but it's a few seconds, I believe. I really like these deluxe editions, by the way, especially the the cool slipcases, lenticular covers and stuff. I really like those. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 in these versions. I also have the box set 1, 2, and today actually a new box set came out. So Blu-rays, which I'll probably get eventually. I'm not going to get right now because I'm kind of low on cash, but I will get it eventually, maybe when the price drops a bit. And Blu-ray, it's probably the last time I'll ever buy Friday the 13th, any of them again. So yeah, also I was waiting, I thought today I would get my Crystal Lake Memories Blu-ray in the mail, and it did not show up today. And if anybody out there got theirs, let me know, because mine didn't show up. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's get to the actual review. Friday the 13th, we have a group of camp counselors on their way to Crystal Lake to set up camp for the following weeks where the camp will actually open. Now the camp has been they attempted to open the camp many times, and something would go wrong. The water was bad or whatever. There was always some reason that the camp wouldn't open. It's kind of a bad luck thing. All the people in town call it Camp Blood, and it just got a bad reputation. Also, in like 1950 something, 54, a boy drowned named Jason Voorhees. I think everybody has seen Friday the 13th, so guess I'm not going to go super hard on trying not to spoil things. So yeah, basically it's a slasher film. Everybody starts getting picked off. We have a young Kevin Bacon in here, which is always weird. And this one is not my favorite in the series, but watching it this time, I really enjoyed it. There is a few things that, of course there's a few problems with it, but one of the things that always kind of bothered me a bit is the fact that when the killer is actually revealed, it's nobody that we've seen in the entire film. And there are a few, red herrings throughout the film, but we find out who the killer is, and it's actually nobody that we've seen. It's kind of almost like a cop-out. Excuse me while the ghosts in my house make doors fly open. But that was my dog, by the way. So yeah, it always kind of felt like almost like a cop-out when you actually find out who the killer is. Also, we have a cool group of characters here. I actually like the characters on Friday the 13th Part 1. I really like Adrienne King. I think she's great. I wish she would have had more. Well, I won't even say anything, but we also have Crazy Ralph, who Crazy Ralph is the character who warns everybody about their, future, basically saying you kids are dumb and you're gonna die. You're all doomed, he basically says. And Crazy Ralph is awesome. And forever since seeing Friday the 13th, Anytime there's a character in another film that is doing that is, you know, saying, you know, you kids don't want to go out there or anything like that, I always call him, it's like that movie's Crazy Ralph. So the character of Crazy Ralph kind of, you know, is iconic in that character that's warning the teenagers not to do things. And I really like Crazy Ralph. He's a cool character, even though we don't see him too long. And the reason why I think Crazy Ralph is crazy, it's not because he's spitting all kind of crazy garbage, because that actually turns out to be true. The reason that he's crazy is because they find him later in the film standing in a closet. And it's not so crazy that he was in the closet, but what is crazy is when you think about, like, how long was he going to sit in that closet before somebody opened the door? He was just standing in there. So that's what makes Crazy Ralph crazy. I heard somebody else say something like that before, and I just thought I would share it. Yeah, so this really isn't like so much of a review, because I don't really know what to say about Friday the 13th. It's awesome. The throat slit is awesome. I love that kill. Even Kevin Bacon's arrow through the neck, it still looks awesome. I mean, there's certain, you know, when they hold on it a bit too long, you can see what it's doing. But as a kid, it looked super real to me, and I still think it looks better than anything you could do with CGI. Tom Savini did the effects, of course. Pamela Voorhees, you know, Betsy Palmer, I think is fantastic. I really like her performance. Really seems, you know, completely delusional and crazy. Nails it. Um, Basically, the best, you know, um, like template for slasher films. I mean, it kind of got the ball rolling with that, and you know, it's great. I love. This is the reason I like slasher films. I like the setup. It just works well for me. I like, you know, some of the slow scenes where they're just walking into a bathroom and they're doing stuff in a bathroom. This film just really, you know, all the Friday the 13th films really just, I like the setup, and I like the it works. It still works today for me, and I just really like it. So yeah, you know, Crystal Lake, the first one isn't the greatest. You know, compared to some of the sequels, I definitely don't think the first one's the best at all. But it still is really good, and it's, you know, I would put it towards the front of the, you know, best to worst ranking. It would go near the front, maybe a little closer to the middle, but yeah, Friday the 13th. I would give Friday the 13th a 8 out of 10. Really classic right here, classic Friday the 13th, and it's basically my review. I mean, I really don't know what to say about it. Everything's been said. I'll tell you guys that I actually didn't see the first Friday the 13th until well after I seen a lot of the sequels. So the ending actually tricked the hell out of me the first time I seen it. I was like, what? So yeah, everybody have a great weekend. You know, have a great weekend, and you know, don't get into any trouble on Friday the 13th, because it's, you know, bad luck if you're superstitious. Don't you know, everybody be safe is what I'm saying. And I'll see you guys next week. Sorry this review went on so long, and sorry I rambled so much and kind of didn't go as planned. Dropping stuff, doors flying open, all that stuff. But I don't really have time to do another take of this. So you guys get the first take.